Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome live. It's me, the Barefoot Vlogger. Here I am in downtown Fort Myers. This is certainly a city, a town, an area, a region that has been through quite a bit in the course of the last 3.5 months. And I have returned to see how people are doing, the progress that has been made, and what the status of the current situation is and where we go from here. So welcome one and all. I am walking right now towards the big body of water here. You can see the bridges. I came over that bridge earlier. One of these bridges goes to Cape Coral, I know. I think it's that one. Those of you that are from this area will know probably a lot more than I do. But this is exactly where I was, ladies and gentlemen, and I wanted to show you, because I drove through here earlier, I wanted to show you some of the differences between now, what you're looking at, and when I was here. You guys probably remember this concrete barrier, if you will, this fencing. And they put this metal fencing up around this area. But this is where I was, guys. And I'm going to say hello to you all here in a moment. I wanted to come on the air and first let you know what I'm doing and where I am. And this is probably very familiar to you and many people. We had hundreds of thousands of people that viewed the video that I did right from this location when I showed the marina, which is far different now than it was when we were here. And I'm going to walk around to the other side. But hello, guys. Let me see who's here and what's going on. Well, it looks like 12 people found us. This is off the cuff. I told you guys I was coming to this area and that I was going to be here. But I wanted to, you know, kind of spring it on you. My plans were sort of loose in terms of exactly when I was going to get over here and how it was going to work out, and it worked out great, especially with regards to the weather. The weather is just absolutely phenomenal. Let's see who we got. I see, Jelani, you were the first one here, so thanks for that, and welcome. And I see Cartoon Mark, what's up? Shannon, up there in the frozen tundra, how you doing, Shannon? And Scott I, what's going on? You guys are starting to find us here. Thank you for joining me. If you're just joining, it's me, the Barefoot Vlogger. I am here in downtown Fort Myers, right at the marina that you saw me take the video of. And in fact, it looks like there's still some damage over there that we probably won't be able to get too close to, because they do have this fencing here now, keeping the onlookers a little further back. Hi, Robert. You're working in the office today? Well, I hope I could kill some time for you. Who else do I see there? I'd love to say hello to all of you. Monica, what's up, Monica? Good to see you. Guys, I was showing a really good signal. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I wasn't going to go with the external mic, and then, you know, I was going to be lazy, but the wind started to pick up a little bit, and I'm like, you know, I have it. I'm going to use it. But you could see these folks are selling their boat. I'm sure you're going to have probably a lot of people in that situation, maybe just not wanting to deal with it anymore, or take those chances, or make those payments, you know. And looks like this boat had some work done on it. I can only imagine what happened to the insurance premiums after the hurricane. They're never a bargain here in Florida. But certainly this, the top deck of this boat looks as though it had some refurbishment done to the fiberglass deck there on top, the pilot's seat up there and tower. And you can see they have porta pots out here, the portable toilets, because not just for the people that are here, but there's a lot of workers that are out here, you know, reconstructing. There's a lot of demolition still that's taking place, and I will report to you guys what I have seen. This is not my starting point. So you remember, guys, here is exactly where I was. This is the exact spot that I was last time I was here. Hi, Michael. Good to see you. I'll catch up with you guys as we go and as you chat, and as more people join us, hopefully. But you could see what a gorgeous day it is, first and foremost. And it's just so, you know, almost ironic when you think about the devastation of the storms that came through here and really changed a lot of people's lives forever. And then you see a beautiful winter day like this and you're like, it's almost unimaginable. You almost think that can't be possible, that can't happen. I'm gonna turn the camera only momentarily to greet you guys and welcome you and say hello and thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all your wonderful comments and chat. Sorry I missed it yesterday. I was traveling here and then vlogging. Cell signal in a lot of places is terrible. I was in Sanibel Island this morning. Wait until you see the vlog that I'm going to put together for that. And as well, I was on Fort Myers Beach. They have opened up Sanibel Island. They have opened up Fort Myers Beach. Not that there's really much to do there. I also went to Bonita Beach, which remains closed. I was able to get onto the beach because there are some access points that are open. Anyway, you guys will see all that, but hello, greetings, and welcome. Once again, this is downtown Fort Myers, guys. Downtown Fort Myers, and this is what was the marina. I mean, I guess it still is, but, you know, unless you have a reason to be in there, you know, you're trespassing, and you can't be in there. But this is what's called the Fort Myers Yacht Basin, and they have actual hours that are accessible even to people that do belong here. You could see one of the boats over there that is still upended, that more than likely was part of my video. I'll get a tighter shot. But that's, remember I spoke to the young man and young lady who lived here and went through it. You could still see some of the debris and trash that's over there that hasn't been gotten to yet. That's going to be a big part of what this story is going to continue to tell, is that, you know, the rescue, the demolition crews and the recovery crews are doing the best they can, but there is so much, guys, in the way of damage and, you know, debris, that it's just going to take a long time. You know, I mean, something like this, if this was down in your block, you know, you wouldn't want to see that, and you'd be, you know, gone probably within the first day. Here, this is nothing. This is like you don't even notice it compared to some of the debris that still remains. So, what I'm going to do, guys, is I wanted to start here and show you this, and just to revisit the scene where we were last time, and talk to you and welcome you and let you know what I'm doing. What I will, I'm going to walk back, and then I am going to, actually I can go here. I'm going to go to downtown, the main street. What is it, Broadway here? I can't remember. They have a main street. I think it's Broadway. But this is downtown. You can see Don Quixote here. Also, Thomas Edison lived here for a while, and so they have a lot of things in his honor and his name. His house is still here, and it's a museum now. I pass by it. You pass it to go downtown. I'm going to try to keep up with the chat best I can. It's really difficult to see the screen because it is so bright. Hey, Dan, see what's going on? It is beautiful, but it's also, you know, I mean, I have a lot of emotions here, guys. I have a lot of emotions. There's a lot of sadness, but there's also a lot of strength and spirit here that I'm witnessing from the people I'm talking to. And I'm talking about people that lived on Sanibel Island. I interviewed a few of them, so you'll get to see that. But the resolve of the people, the strength, the fortitude, just the personal will to move on and rebuild is evident and apparent here, and I've seen a lot of it. So that's very good. This right here is a memorial, I believe. This is, you can see the soldier there for the U.S. paratroopers, the airborne, and the 82nd Airborne Division Gulf Coast chapter. It looks like this plate has been here for quite some time. But the monument donated by Felix Lopez Jr. Rodolfo Hernandez, who received the Congressional Medal of Honor. Korea, May 31. Hey, it's my birthday, 1951. So that's a good omen, guys. He received that award on my birthday. Thank you for your service, Rodolfo. So you see some folks that are out enjoying the good weather, rollerblading. I've seen a lot of bicyclers and pedestrians, people walking. So let's do that. We're going to take a walk. I'm glad you guys could join me. I'm glad I could do this because the signal showed unbelievable strength. So of course, when I was in Fort Myers and Fort Myers Beach and Sanibel Island especially, there was no service whatsoever, which is what I expected. But then I drove here and I was going to vlog all of this, and I was like, hey, I'm getting signal. I'm going to go live and let you guys know what I'm up to, where I've been and what I've been doing. Very difficult to see the screen, which is actually a good news scenario because it's just because the sun is so bright and there's such a glare, but every now and then I get a shadow like here. Hi, Ron. Fort Myers strong, absolutely. And I've seen Gulf strong. I've seen that sign as well. Robert, by the way, I know the nuns where you found, did you ever speak with them? Well, the nun that I spoke with, Sister Permulo, is from the East Coast. I never actually spoke to the nuns that I was searching for. Good question. Indiana, Florida, what's up? Climb the fence. No, let's not get in trouble. ITL, good to see you. What's up, Texas? Is there anything left of Captiva, Scott? I wanted to know. And again, guys, keep chatting away, keep commenting. I'll catch up as best I can. It's very glary here. But to answer your question, yes and no. I mean, it's the destruction that I witnessed was, and it's been going on 4 months, guys. It's been 3.5 months almost. The storm hit, Hurricane Ian, of course, we're talking about, that devastated this entire area. Some areas worse than others. The storm came ashore on September 28th. And I think it was like October 2nd or 3rd when I came out here searching for the nuns. And then came back again because there were so many stories here to be told. But Captiva and Sanibel were hit unbelievably hard, as you would expect, because that was like the first line of defense, if you will. It's the first thing in the way of the surge. And so I didn't go to Captiva, but I was on Sanibel, and I'll tell you guys what I saw was a mix of homes that were completely destroyed, homes that were very severely damaged, and homes that had minimal to almost no damage. So okay, I came around the end way. This is the Sidney and Bernie Davis Art Center right here, guys. I will finish my thought, but I just wanted to show you this beautiful building that almost looks like the Lincoln Memorial, sort of a small version of it, doesn't it? They used to have that on the back of the old pennies, remember? Doesn't it kind of look like that with the columns? Absolutely beautiful. That's how I discovered you, Robert said, watching you find them and vlog the destruction of that storm. Yeah, again, the last thing in the world, guys, I want to be known as is a looky-loo, which I never even heard that word before, but, term for people, because there are many YouTubers that do it. They're guilty of it. They come out here and they look for damage. That's their modus operandi. Okay, I always tell you guys, it's nice to see Christmas tree here. I know it's the holidays are over, but it's nice to see it. I always have a mission, whatever I do. Here's the Fort Myers plate that tells you that Calusa Indian villages were located in ancient times here. And of course the Seminole Wars, 1841 to 1842, but there's a lot of history here, guys, believe it or not. But back to my point, the mission was to come here and speak to the people. It was more about the people and less about the destruction and the damage. But that's a part of the story. And that's the only reason I showed it. It's the only reason I show it. And I think that resonates in the videos. So we are on the main strip right here. This is First Street, right? Is that what this is? First Street. So I've had people accuse me of it. Oh, you're over there. It's terrible what you're doing. Get out of there. You don't belong there. Leave these people alone. Let the first responders do their job. That for me was one of the most important things, was that I wasn't in anybody's way. I mean, I went over there to try to do, to try to let the sister who reached out to me, give her any information I could gain. That was it. But when law enforcement told me, hey, search and rescue's going on, I was like, oh man, I'm not getting in the way of that. I completely understand. So, in fact, it's how the nuns were rescued, because search and rescue was going on there in Fort Myers Beach on Estero, where their church was, and still is, by the way. I went by it, so stay tuned. You'll see that. I'm gonna stop here for a second, guys, and just see what you're saying. Oh, Peggy's in the house, and Queen Wifey, what's going on? Good to see you guys. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I'll catch up with you. Keep chatting. It's buffering? Okay, I'm surprised to see that. I'm showing a good signal. Amigo, I'll be in St. Augustine on Tuesday. Nice. Good for you. St. Augustine is beautiful. One of my favorite. These guys are in some shape. Look at these guys go. There we go. Hoorah! I love St. Augustine. Love it, love it, love it. I can have an opinion of it now because I spent some time there. And but anyway, just to finish my point, I wanted to present a story from a journalist's point of view of what the situation was here and talk to the people. The people will tell you what's happening. And if you see YouTubers that go out there, few of them do what I did. Few of them do that. I'm not, tooting my horn at all. I'm just saying, if they're out here taking pictures and doing voiceovers, but they're not talking to the people, then those are the looky-loos, and I agree with it. But anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Wow, a lot of young folks here out getting some exercise on a beautiful day. I don't know if this is a school athletic department of some sort, but well, everybody's looking good and in shape. Sorry if the sun is in your eyes. What I'm going to do, guys, is thank you. I'm going to walk to the end here and then turn around and show you. Signal's excellent. Yeah, I thought so. I hoped so anyway. Thank you for letting me know that. It could also be that depending on your internet speed, you may buffer. I'm not sure, but when I saw that it was a good signal, I said, hey, I'm going to give it a shot. And that's my new thing. That's what I'm going to do, is if it's a strong signal, I'm going live. If it's not a strong signal, I got to have at least 3 bars. Anything less than 3 bars, I'm not going to. This is Capone's. Capone's pizza's so good, it should be illegal. I love the slogan. Who's the marketing genius that came up with that one? That's fantastic. So what's good here, guys, what we're looking at is business is open. People are out. They're enjoying the weather. They're enjoying the food. They're enjoying everything that Fort Myers and this area has to offer. And it's wonderful to see. It's wonderful to see. Look at the Tommy gun here, right? The Tommy gun on the doors, the door handle. I love it. How cool is that? And hey, Andrew, what's going on? Good to see you. I'm not too far from you. So, so let's continue our walk here. And I wanted to just, by the way, speaking of Capones, Al Capone lived in Miami Beach on Star Island. And that's a little Easter egg for you guys. It's a little hint of something I have coming up. So stay tuned. I'll give you a better hint. Remember when I was on the scooter? It has to do with that. Oh, they got a Ford's garage here. Speaking of door handles, look at that. I love it. I always hate when you get gasoline dripping on your hands or on your feet or on your clothes. You can never get that out. Absolutely never. So once again, guys, I am in downtown Fort Myers, and we are on First Street, and this is where the action is. Hey, Simeon, what's going on? No time, no talk. Been missing Florida. We'll be in Jacksonville this week. There you go. Well, another testimonial for Northern Florida, which I happen to be a big fan of now. I couldn't really have a valid opinion of it prior to my RV trip that I took, and that enabled me to spend some good time there and really get to know the people, the place, you know, the location, and all of the offerings, the history especially. I mean, you want to talk about history in general, let alone Florida history. Go to St. Augustine. This is Mason's Lobster Rolls here. That sounds good. So I'm loving what I'm seeing here, guys. Business is open. People are out and about, and it's fantastic to see it. So, I mean, a long time coming, but, you know, considering all of the devastation to this beautiful area, you know, 3.5 months, I'm going to give everybody here, everyone, from the politicians that, you know, run the place to the residents, of course, and the workers that are here. You will come here, guys, and you will see all sorts of contractors, many of which are big demolition crews and dump trucks. I don't know what they're doing here right now, but they got that scaffold crane, if you will, that is doing something to the side of this building. This looks like an older building here, this Crest building. Pretty cool, though. It's been dark and gloomy, Shannon, by you? Yeah, not here. Hey, MB, what's up, Maryland? We don't pump our gas here in Oregon. Oh, that's right. I met a young lady last night from Seattle. I know that's not Oregon, but it's on your neck of the woods. And just moved here. Get this, young girl and her boyfriend moved here 4 days before the hurricane hit. And on their way from Seattle, their car broke down on the highway somewhere around Nebraska. And they made it, and then they get here, and then 3-4 days later, Hurricane Ian hits. And they were okay because they were pretty well above ground in a newer constructed home, but you know, just imagine that. I'm like baptism by fire getting here, you know, and all these things happening, and the fortitude to just grin and bear it and deal with it, and they love living here in this area. So specifically Fort Myers, it's a nice little alleyway here, kind of sort of like an old-fashioned Spanish-looking alley with the pavers and fountain. Patio de Leon. Downtown House of Pizza. I don't think I've tried the pizza here yet. I had some good pizza in Tampa, as Andrew could tell you. Let me see what else you guys are saying. I saw you talking to her. I love your interviews. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm it's like, again, not tooting a horn here or anything like that, but I am a trained journalist, and that's really what I want this to be. I don't want this to be, of course I want it to be fun and entertaining, but stories are part of what makes things fun and entertaining. And people have better stories than I do, so that's why I engage them, or at least attempt to. Doesn't always work out, but you don't know until you try. Disappointed about Korea. I read that this morning. Am I disappointed? I am and I'm not. The article that I read this morning, by the way, did you see that Wardy guy? His channel's blowing up because of the interview that he had with Cohn. But just one word on it, because I know a lot of you aren't Mets fans, but I am, so it's part of what makes me tick. I read that the reason they didn't really go the extra mile, because they could have. They didn't miss out on him by much, and the Mets were his preference. The reason is because they don't want to tie themselves up, because they're going to go after Machado next year. And you know what? If they do that, I'm okay with it. I think that's actually a smart move. So I think the team we have that we're going to put out on the field is going to be good, Are you heading to Tampa? I will not head to Tampa. I am here, Fort Myers, and I got one more stop to make. But I'm not going to go to Tampa this trip. Stay tuned is all I can say. Stay tuned. I always like to keep you guys in suspense. I think it's good. I think it's better for the channel. Speaking of entertainment, right? So this place is called The Lodge Sports, Brews, and Barbecues. And there are people sitting out here. Quite a few of them. Oh, this is really cool. I love the motifs, the different motifs in the doors, the door handles. I wonder if that's like a thing on purpose or just a good accident. This has the antlers, Look at this place. Wow. Can I show them your place? It's really cool. This is like a ski lodge here, like a chalet kind of a deal?
Yeah, I built it myself.
What's the story on it? What's your specialty?
I took a trip to Colorado one day and just got the inspiration.
Wait, you came up with this idea?
I built it.
Come on. Did she? She's laughing. That's a no. It's good that you can say that, though. I like it. So how long have you guys been open? When did you reopen? Or were you ever closed?
We were closed for like maybe 2 weeks.
That's it? 2 weeks. That's not bad. And how have you guys all done throughout
Good.
everything?
Making money.
Making money?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing, Doesn't hurt. And did you guys weathered the storm? Did you go through it when it came through here?
Like personally or
Yeah.
the restaurant?
No, you guys
Oh,
individually.
yeah. I lost my apartment to
You lost your apartment to the
Yeah,
storm,
yeah.
so you had to find another place to live, obviously.
I moved back in with my mom.
Okay, well that's good
Yeah.
that you had that. So she's local in the area, so that's
Yeah.
good. How about you guys? How did you do?
Literally the same.
The same? Really? Lost the place and moved in with mom.
Yeah.
Thank God for mom. Awesome. Well, it's good to see you guys back in business and things looking great here. So thanks for chatting. Take care now. I like the old sleds, the flexible flyers. Look at those. How cool are those, guys? All right, I don't want to lose signal on you. Oh, that's a beer. Look at that thing. Wow. That's like the beer I had in Munich. So, all right, people are out, they're smiling, they're happy, and they are, resourceful. I like that. This is a fish and oyster restaurant. It's nice to see people out on the street and doing their thing. So we had 83 people that found us, and that's a good thing. That's pretty much it, guys. That is downtown Fort Myers in a nutshell. And let me show you that view there. Hold on, I need to readjust my microphone and see what you guys are saying. Few business opportunities to establish downtown Fort Myers. Oh, Simeon said, yeah. So just a word about that. There are so many people that descended on this area over the course of the last three months or so that it's unbelievable. I met people from New Jersey, Texas, just, you know, name a state, and they're here helping out. You will see signs posted by the local authorities, the counties and such, warning about doing unapproved work or any kind of contracting work without the proper licensure and going through the right, you know, the right means of getting it done. So, you know, they want to prevent, which just happens, unfortunately, but there are big consequences for it, for those that do. They want to prevent those that don't know what they're doing and just coming out here and trying to take advantage of people in a terrible time, in a terrible situation, and doing work that they're not, you know, licensed for and knowledgeable in. So that is one of the, you know, one of the challenges. But from what I've seen, everyone here has come together, and they have made a lot of progress. But guys, there's a lot more work to do. I stopped myself from saying it's a drop in the bucket because I think that's too much of a pessimistic outlook. They did a lot. They did a lot, but there's so much that needs to be done here. So much that it's going to take time. It's going to take time, more resources, and more people. So I think that, how are you? Nice to see you. Nice day, huh?
Yes, it is. Beautiful.
Enjoy it.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Be safe. You too. Friendly and chatty and just wonderful. So, hi, Italian sister. What's going on? That's pretty much it, though, guys. That's pretty much it. I know that this is short, but I wanted to let you know where I am and what I'm doing and what's going on. I have one more place to go, and then I'm going to be returning, and I have a lot of editing to do. So for any of the folks that I met along the way that are watching this, you're going to, I got you covered. Give you a little time to get back to the home studio and get it done. By the way, if you guys have any questions, I mean, I guess I could keep walking. If you guys have any questions of my trip here and what I've seen or what's going on, let me know. I will say that law enforcement is, you know, a lot of people are down on them. I see the videos. I see, you know, it is what it is. But I will tell you that they are out in abundance. They're doing a great job, and my hat goes off to them. See, I'm not wearing a hat. Let me turn this around. Yeah, I'm in Boca. I'm not going anywhere, so far as I know. I love Boca, but I love it out here too. I love it out here too. And it's one of the things that I've always told you guys, that whatever side you end up on, whatever city or town you choose, you will be able to come out here and visit or go over there and visit. So, by the way, I'm going to show you the facade, the marquee, as it were. And is this beautiful, this street here? A little bit almost like an Ybor type of thing, downtown Naples. They all have that with the pavers and stuff. Isn't that cool? That arcade theater, sort of like an old theater marquee, which is very cool. What is your favorite area of Florida? Hi, Susan. You know, I love Miami. I love going down there. I got to be honest. I think Miami just has a lot to offer. You know, they have some of the best beaches. They have Belgian artisan treats here. How cool is that? I would walk through there, guys, but I probably won't get a signal, and I don't want to do that to you. But this is like a little indoor place for shopping and things, you know, and sort of a Avenue Mall inside, if you will. But I'm partial to Miami Beach, and I love the Keys. I love the Keys, you know. But Miami Beach between South Beach, Key Biscayne, you know, mid beach, which is like my favorite part where the hotels are there, the Fontainebleau and all that. I just love that area, and I think it's because it just harkens back to when I was a kid. That right there, by the way, First Street Restaurant and Bar, that was a very popular place. That was, I would say that was the most crowded restaurant on this restaurant row that I remember seeing last time I was here. And it looks to be closed now. So I'll walk over and see if there's any signage on it, but it was quite a crowd that used to sit there. Do you know, was that restaurant closed, ma'am? Did they close it?
Yeah, they did.
They did because of the hurricane. As a result of that, they went out of business. That's too bad, because it looks a lot of these other places are still here, and looks like they're doing pretty well now.
Yeah. After the hurricane, I mean, it took us some time to get back to it.
Yeah.
In our office, we got about 3 to 5 feet of water.
Inside of your office, 3 to 5 feet of water. Wow. What type of an office is that, if you don't mind me asking?
We're building high rises here in downtown.
So it's like a real estate company, a development company?
Development,
That's
yes.
awesome, yeah.
Yes,
I said,
yes.
did you do this big one here on the water?
No, we did not. That's a Luminary. That's a Marriott hotel, I believe.
Right.
But we didn't do that.
Yeah.
Our project is going to be a half a mile down east.
Uh-huh.
So it's going to be on First Street, and it's going to be at Waterfront. It's 2
Waterfront,
stories,
wow.
220 units.
I'm curious, are you getting a lot of demand from people after the hurricane? Is there still a lot of interest in this area?
Believe it or not, at the beginning, I would say the first 2-3 weeks, it was pretty quiet.
Right.
But after that, people are still inquiring. They're still interested in moving into Florida. And believe it or not, living in a high-rise is pretty safe.
Yeah.
Pretty safe. The rest of the high-rises here in downtown, they never lost power. Maybe they did.
Yeah.
But they got power very quickly and no damages.
You know, it's one of the reasons that I always liked living in a condo high up off the ground, is because one thing you usually didn't have to worry about is flooding. Unless it came in from the roof or something like that, which is possible. But were you here for the storm yourself personally?
I was. I live closer to Fort Myers Beach, about 10 minutes.
You do, really?
Yeah, about 10 minutes. And
oh,
there was
goodness.
a point I couldn't see my mailbox anymore, and it was very close to getting inside my house. I lost a lot of shingles. Now I have a new roof, but I would say 70% of my neighbors lost their vehicles.
Yeah.
So it was pretty scary. Scary. I've been living here for more than 25 years, and
really?
that was my first time ever experiencing something like that.
So that's interesting. 25 years, it's a long time. You know well about hurricanes.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ride the storm out in your place?
Yeah, I stayed in my place. Was I prepared? No, because we thought it was going up to Tampa.
Exactly.
So at least
that's what they were telling everyone.
I put my shutters up, and it was totally fine. But I was like, okay, it's whatever. It's just gonna go. We're just gonna be without power for a few hours. But no, like around 6:30, we started seeing the water going up and up and up, and like water coming through the sides of my house. It was like a river. It was pretty scary.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
You seem like you have a very good attitude and a lot of fortitude. You're a strong young lady to go through something like that. But once you were in it, did you ever think of leaving, or you were just going to ride it because it's more dangerous?
We thought about it, my husband and I, but it was too late. It was too late.
Well, you were smart not to go at that point, because you're right.
Yeah. Even though we have a truck that is a little bit high up.
Yeah.
But it was just too late. I'm like, where are we gonna go?
Right.
I mean,
that's the thing. If you're gonna go, you got to go when you're still able to.
Exactly. So we stayed, and also I felt bad because I have neighbors who are 80 years old.
Yeah.
So I felt like I can't leave. I have to be here to help them.
Exactly.
So my neighbor was calling me. It's like, I think we're swimming your way.
Right.
So I felt like I can't leave them. I can't. So basically all of my neighbors stayed in the neighborhood just to help each other.
It's wonderful. I've noticed that since I've been here visiting. I live in Boca Raton, which is
really?
you know, South Palm Beach County, and I've talked to a lot of people, and their resilience, their fortitude, their strength of spirit is just, you know, their resolve is incredible. So I can't say enough about the people here. It's and you're a good example of that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm doing my YouTube thing,
Good.
so
You have to give too. But
Okay, it's Barefoot Vlogger.
Let me take a picture of
Yeah.
it.
Do you want to tell us your name or not? It's up to you.
My name is Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia. It's so nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
I work here in downtown, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's, downtown is beautiful. It's very charming. It's historical.
It really is.
And there's always something going on around here. Last weekend, I don't know if you were here, we had
No.
the boat show, the art walk. We have art walk once a month.
Right.
Music walk the third Friday of the month. This weekend, we have an event. It's the Beacon Jam.
Okay.
I've never been to that one.
Oh, I saw
but-
the signs for it. Yeah.
So there's always something going on.
Yeah.
In downtown Fort Myers. It's beautiful. I
Wonderful.
invite everybody to come and visit.
Well, thank you. You hear that, guys? Come and visit Cynthia and Fort Myers. Thank you so much for chatting with us and all that information. It was
Yeah.
wonderful
And your
meeting
name
you.
is?
My name is Terry,
Terry.
Barefoot Vlogger.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you can see it on there. It'll replay. So,
Oh, awesome.
yeah, stay in touch. Reach out to
And
us.
Is this your first time ever coming?
No, I was here actually. I don't know if you saw the video. I was contacted by some nuns at the San Damiano Monastery. Do you know the monastery on Estero in Fort Myers Beach?
No.
Yeah, so that's where they are and where they were during the storm, and they wrote it out on the top floor of the monastery. So I was contacted by a nun from my side where I live saying they didn't know if they were still alive, and could I come out here and see if I could find them and get some information. So those videos, you'll see them on there.
Okay.
That was the last time I was here to answer your question, but it won't be the last time, Cynthia.
No, you have to continue coming and inviting everybody. to
Absolutely.
downtown.
So nice meeting you.
Nice meeting
Thank
you.
you so
Take
much.
care.
Stay well.
Bye.
Take care. What a lovely young lady. All right. Here we go. So it was just happenstance fortuitous that she was crossing the street right when I wanted to see this place. But this was a bevy of activity. And you guys probably remember it. In fact, it was one of the first places to reopen. And I have it in one of my videos when I come up to the hostess and asked her a question or two, and there was no power. And I think they had no food. They were just serving beer. I might have that backwards. No beer, just serving food. I can't remember. One of the two. But you can even actually still see some of the damage up under here. And of course, it's nothing. By the way, there's the sign for what she was talking about, the Bacon Jam, Bacon, Booze, and Bands. January the 14th, so that's only a few days away, guys. 11 to 5. Right here, and it looks like www.bscevent.com/Bacon Jam. I love me some bacon. So, this is called the Cabos Cantina Tacos and Tequila Bar. Awesome interview, Terry, Susan says. Keep up the great videos. Oh, so kind of you. Thank you so much to say that. Appreciate it. Guys, here I am. Let me see if I could just point the camera in here and show you this place. There's some music going on, but just want to show them. Just want to show them your bar. Is that cool? Okay, thank you. This is really, really nice. Wow. Love the bottles up there. So cool. How long have you guys been open? Did you close and reopen for a while?
From the hurricane, yeah.
Yeah. And how's everything going?
It's going fantastic. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of people are returning to this area and coming out here and enjoying it. That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for sharing that information. Our pleasure. And the food looks and smells great, guys. We have 96 people. Thank you guys. Please thumb it up. Please like it. Please share it. As you see, I'm doing my best to take the contributions that you guys were so lovely enough to provide the channel with and putting them to great use, as I've always promised, to reinvest it into the channel. And here's a free meal for the pigeons. Doesn't look too appetizing. And do these types of journeys and with a purpose. With a purpose. This is a nice old national bank. This looks like the type of bank that gets robbed by Bonnie and Clyde, doesn't it? Look at that. That is really cool. Very authentic looking. LAB, what's going on? Hey, Bev. It's true. You meet the nicest people. Yeah, I've been pretty lucky overall. I've been pretty lucky. I've had a few run-ins with some folks, and you know, that's just a numbers game. Honestly, I mean, to be blunt and honest about it, it's the more people you can engage and try to attempt to interact with, you know, the more you're going to strike out here and there, but also the more you're going to meet those folks that are more than willing to chat with you. So, hello from a snowy, cold day. Hi, Connie. Good to see you. Wish I was there in the beautiful sunshine. Absolutely. I will tell you guys, around and say hello, good afternoon, welcome. Beautiful, beautiful day. You see I got the long sleeves on? I will tell you, when I woke up this morning, wait till you see where I stayed. I got a video coming up just for that, where I stayed. Very cool place, with unbelievable hospitality and great people. But when I woke up, I was freezing. I didn't look at the temperature before I left, the weather report. I didn't look, I just grabbed my bag and I left, okay? Came across Alligator Alley and I got here, but had no idea there was going to be a cold front come through. It was 53 degrees when I woke up this morning. Okay, I know, Connie, you're probably laughing right now. Well, 53 is cold when this is the longest shirt, warmest shirt you have. So anyway, hi guys. Thanks for joining me. Live here in downtown Fort Myers. I did get to go to Fort Myers Beach. That would be a vlog that you guys will see in the coming days. And I want to see this Bonnie and Clyde Bank here. I want to see if I could get a look inside. For the office of, okay. I'm selling, she's waving. Cool office, I like it. Let's see if I can. Hi, sorry, I just had to show them. I said this reminds me of an old Bonnie and Clyde film, this building. It's so awesome. Nice to see you. Guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, you know the smell that you get from like old wood? That smell, I don't want to say it's a musty smell, but it's just like a smell of a building that you know is not brand new. It's not new construction. That was coming through the second I opened that door. So, what is this? Spirit of the Earth. Opals, geodes, fossils, and necklaces. I did some sort of, what's that word called? Homeopathic stuff that you're going to see in one of the videos because of the place I was. Is that a giant dinosaur bone? It is a Columbian mammoth leg bone. My goodness, doesn't it look like the thing that Fred Flintstone had on the side of his car in the intro to the Flintstones? So cool. Hey Richard, what's up, Boca buddy? Good to see you. Look how pretty this is, guys. Look at that. Look at those colors. The lime green, the bright yellows. And it almost reminds me a little bit of like Little Havana. Or Havana, you know? TL, Terry, I love the interviews you are doing and the progress there. Oh, thank you so much, TL. Really appreciate it. Jeff C, what's up? 72. What's the temp over there? It is right around 70. 71, 72. It's probably gone up. It's probably gone up. So, I mean, if you're 72 up there, it's probably 73. It feels like 65. I'm going to tell you that right now, especially in the shade. It looks so clean there. It is. It's a beautiful downtown here, guys. Come up here or down here and visit. Come up here. For most everybody, it's come down here, you know. What's up, New England trucker? Long time no see. Good to see you. My sister used to live. I know. I'm behind you guys. My sister used to live in North Fort Myers. She's up in Live Oak now. Wow, Live Oak. I had a buddy that took a job up there years ago. Back then there was like nothing up there. I'm going way back. But it's a small town and I hear great things about it. Lots of trees and very pretty. So feels like 70 with the wind chill. Yeah, there you go. Who did I miss? I missed somebody. Hold on. Miss J, what's up, Miss J? You're very friendly and engaging. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's getting busy, huh? It's getting busy here? It's nice to see it picking up, isn't it? Wow. When did the people start coming back?
At least a month ago, basically.
Over a month ago.
Over a month.
That's fantastic. Thank you, buddy. Good to see you. Oh, look at that. They're having a job fair. And I would imagine there's going to be plenty of openings for those of you considering moving to this area. I'm just going to go up to the steps of the Arts Center there and show you guys. Thank you guys for joining me today on this afternoon delightful walk that I am taking here on 5th Street in downtown Fort Myers. Things are getting back to normal here, guys. Most of the traffic lights are working. I came across one or two that still had some issues, but almost all of them are back on. The traffic is pretty heavy as a result of all the other vehicles on the road down here. I mean, you have people that are down here from out of town that are not here because they're on vacation. They're here to fix things and help the recovery process. Jazzy Nights, the Davis Arts Center, Adrian Cunningham Quartet. In Naples compared to Boca. Yeah, you know, it's really almost unaffordable anymore. We were reading that the other night, remember, in terms of what the average, I mean, the average home price there is like $650,000, average. It's just incredible. So, you know, there's an affordability factor there, but I love Naples. There's a lot of people that say it's too old and it's too quiet and it's too this and it's too that. They have certain ordinances there. You can't be on the beach in Naples after sunset. At least that's, you know, that's one of their policies there. I don't know if it's a law or, you know, but you know, it's something that I learned when I was there, is that you know they could kick you off the beach after sunset. So it's a little stricter there, but that's why, you know, they run a tighter ship, but that's one of the reasons it's so beautiful there and well maintained. So anyway, hi Ann, thanks for joining me. Well guys, on that note though, I'm going to have to leave because time is of the essence for me in terms of other things that I need to accomplish while I'm here. But I wanted to check in with you, let you know what I'm doing and what is happening here, and give you a first-hand update on the situation here in the Fort Myers area in this live interview and live stream. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Thanks for spending time with me. Please like it before you go if you haven't already done that. And I will be live as usual Saturday night. We'll have some more fun with that. And stay tuned for some pretty good vlogs that will be coming up of my trip here to the Fort Myers area. Till next time, from the steps of the Arts Center here in downtown Fort Myers, this is the Barefoot Vlogger saying stay well and stay tuned.